Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we are in the middle of a series where we are ranking Disney movies. That's right, we're going to my Disney movie collection and picking 3 movies at random and then ranking those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I have all of the Disney films over here beside me, so you won't see me grabbing from over here. They are right here. I've already pre-selected, just grabbed all of them that I could find anyway, and place them over here so we can pick from those movies. I guess I should also show you the gear today. We got ourselves a little Goofy hat, Mickey Mouse right here. Gotta represent the characters. So let's get to picking 3 Disney films, shall we? Let's do this one, and then maybe we'll do this one, and then let's follow it up with this one here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. First one is Homeward Bound. This is in my top 5 movies of all time, so that probably gives you a pretty good idea of where it's going to go. Maybe. I don't know, because I have a little asterisk caveat sort of thing with my favorite movies of all time. This movie is remarkable. I saw this in the theater. Makes me cry. There are videos here on my channel where I'm talking about this movie and crying about it because I love it so much, especially like the most emotional part there at the end with Shadow when he's trapped and it doesn't look like he's gonna make it out, and it seems like he doesn't make it out, but then he walks over that hill. I'm trying to play this up and be a little more cartoony now, so I'm not gonna cry during this, but he comes over that hill and Peter's just like, oh my gosh. Because Peter is already like resigned himself to, he was too old. There's no way he, oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta quit. I gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Michael J. Fox over here. Sally Field. Can't remember his name. He didn't show up for the sequel. The sequel's not very good. At least I don't remember it being very good. So don't watch that. I think I saw the sequel in the theater too, and that was the only time because I was like, no thanks. I also saw Incredible Journey, which is what this is based off of. So read this, Homeward Bound or The Incredible Journey. So I saw that movie too when I was in school as a young kid, probably kindergarten or first grade, and we watched it on film. We went to the library, then they wheeled out this projector and then put the movie in and we watched it that way. Like I'm that old, but I'm also not that old. I think it was just old equipment because it was definitely not a fresh movie. That was probably the only time that ever happened. But it happened. I think we did watch maybe 2 films on a reel. But anyway, I love Homeward Bound so much. Next, we got ourselves a little bit of Robin Hood. Isn't it funny that so many people have a crush on this person? Because my wife, I heard her say that like when we were dating. And then later I heard so many other people say that. And it was like, oh, this is like a thing. She loves Robin Hood in this movie. It was like a childhood crush of hers. I remember seeing this movie with one of my mom's friends that I grew up with when I was young. She was always around. And I feel like she rented it or somehow it was on TV or something, probably rented it. And I just remember watching it with her. And this was like, I feel like when my parents were married, which would have put me very young. But I feel like I have a memory of watching it in my house when they were together and with, like I said, my mom's friend. So this is my memory of the first time I watched this was so long ago. One of my earliest memories. But yeah, this is good. And what do you call that? I just lost the word, anthropomorphic. Is that right? I feel like I'm saying the wrong word. Where you have like animals acting like humans and stuff is all very cool. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. Just like, what is that guy called? The rooster. He's a troubadour. It's just good. It's great. I love it. I love the opening too. I love the troubadour storytelling aspect of it. Next we have, okay, good. I thought I had picked up the animated Lion King, I didn't. I mean, I did. It's kind of the animated, you know, it's that CGI one, the live action one. I thought I picked up the animated one. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because that, see, when I was talking about, I have like a little asterisk caveat sort of thing with my top 5 films of all time. I don't allow whole franchises in there, and I don't allow Disney animated movies because Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Lion King to me are like perfect films, but I don't include them in my top 5 just because I want my top 5 to be more interesting than just 5 Disney movies, right? And also I don't include the Lord of the Rings trilogy because those 3 films are all perfect, and I don't want all 3 of those in there, and I don't include the Back to the Future trilogy either, because those films are also perfect, and I don't want them just cluttering my my top 5. So I take those out to make room for the rest of the top 5. So I've never even figured out how to rank those movies. I just said they're not included, right? They're a different thing. They're a different animal. But Jurassic Park is in my top 5 because I don't love the rest of those films as much as that first Jurassic Park movie. Does that make sense? Same thing with Star Wars. Like Star Wars, if it was the original trilogy, I'd say no Star Wars in there. I mean, I kind of still say no Star Wars in there because the original trilogy is not in there. But yeah, so that's why. But all the new Star Wars movies, some of them I do like, some of them I don't like. Does that make sense? But anyway, this is that CGI fake live action Lion King. And while it does mimic and ape a lot of the animated, 2D animated film, what it doesn't do is it doesn't mimic a lot of the fun emotions, like the exciting characterization through movement in this film. So it's like the story's good, but it's dry because there's no facial expressions from the characters. It's like a cool exercise in skill level, I feel like, in terms of realism, but the movie kind of falls flat in a lot of ways. But the sequel, Mufasa, if you've seen the sequel, Mufasa, that one steps it up because they capture emotions. So they animate emotions on the characters, which I think was such a smart move because that was really my problem with this one. And in that movie, they did it. I like Mufasa more than this movie by quite a bit. Like, Mufasa is very good. All right, so how are we going to rank these? Thank you for this being the live action version, because that helps me out, because I didn't know what to do with it against this. But this is easy for me. This is Homeward Bound, #1. Easy. Not even a challenge. Then we're going to go with Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, #2. And then The Lion King, that live action, you know what I mean when I say live action, that live action one, #3. So that's the ranking here. Homeward Bound, Robin Hood, and then the Lion King that came out in 2019. The 2019 Lion King. Is that the year it came out? So that's what we're working with right there. This is my ranking. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? These 3 right here. And if you have, how would you rank them? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.